In a quiet village nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, there lived a young boy named Kavi. His village was peaceful, surrounded by lush forests and clear rivers, but it was also home to a mysterious cave. The cave, known as the Shadow's Maw, was a place that everyone feared. No one who entered the cave had ever returned, and its entrance was shrouded in darkness so deep that it seemed to swallow the light. One fateful day, the ground beneath the village began to tremble. The earth shook violently, and as the villagers ran for safety, a terrible rumble echoed from the cave. Javi's heart sank as he watched the mountain tremble and crack. His family, who had been gathering herbs near the cave, was nowhere to be found. Without hesitation, Kavi rushed toward the cave, calling out for his parents. The villagers tried to stop him, but Kavi was determined. He knew that his family was trapped inside, and he couldn't leave them behind. As he approached the entrance, he felt a chill run down his spine. The darkness inside the cave was like nothing he had ever seen, thick, heavy, and alive. Stepping into the cave, Kavi felt the warmth of the sun fade away, replaced by an icy cold that clung to his skin. He lit a small torch, the flickering flame casting eerie shadows on the walls. As he ventured deeper, the light from his torch seemed to shrink, as if the darkness was consuming it. But Kavi pressed on, his love for his family giving him the courage to face the unknown. The cave was a labyrinth of tunnels, each one twisting and turning, leading him further into the mountain. The air was thick and damp, and strange sounds echoed from the depths. Kavi could hear whispers, faint at first, but growing louder as he continued. They were voices filled with fear, doubt, and despair, trying to sway him from his path. At the heart of the cave, Kavi came to a vast chamber where the darkness was so dense that his torchlight barely pierced it. In the center of the chamber stood a massive stone, and atop it was a strange, glowing crystal. The crystal pulsed with a dim light, fighting against the surrounding darkness. As Kavi approached, the whispers became clearer, and he realized they were his own fears. They told him he was too weak, too small, that he would never find his family. For a moment, Kavi faltered, his confidence shaken. The darkness seemed to grow, feeding on his doubt. But then Kavi remembered his father's words. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but the strength to move forward despite it. He knew that the real battle wasn't against the darkness around him, but the darkness within him, the fear that tried to paralyze him. Taking a deep breath, Kavi reached out and touched the crystal. As his fingers brushed its surface, a warmth spread through him, and the crystal began to glow brighter. The light pushed back the darkness, revealing the chamber in its entirety. There, lying at the base of the stone, were his parents, unconscious but unharmed. Javi's heart swelled with relief. He knew now that the light he had found was not just in the crystal, but within himself. The crystal had revealed the truth that the power to conquer the darkness lay within his own courage and determination. As the light filled the cave, the shadows receded, and the path back to the village became clear. Kavi helped his parents to their feet, and together they made their way out of the cave. The villagers, who had feared the worst, rejoiced when they saw Kavi emerge, leading his family to safety. From that day on, Kavi was known as the boy who conquered the darkness. The villagers no longer feared the cave, for they understood that the true darkness was not in the cave itself, but in the fears they carried within. And Kavi, with his newfound courage, became a beacon of hope for everyone in the village. Thank you. Please subscribe.